So welcome again to the Black Lamb, the Black Lamb Bar in Sunnyside in Queens. And this week we have a singer-songwriter from Kells in County Meath, the one and only Michael Brunnock, ladies and gentlemen. So we're delighted to have you on the show, Michael. Thanks for coming on.
Delighted to be here. Thank you very much.
So I heard you came to New York in the year 2000 with a guitar in your hand and a pocket full of dreams.
Right.
What were you hoping to find?
At the time, I had an album that I just recorded with my band at home, a band called Little Palace. And I was coming, I suppose, with expectations of giving it to somebody in some record company and getting swept up and taken along, like the typical kind of old dream of musicians, you know. And so a lot of things have changed since then. There's no record companies around anymore. So I think I expected. I didn't know what to expect, but I came with an album hoping to expand my horizons, and I ended up staying.
And this was an album that you recorded at home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since then, I've been here almost now 9 years, and the band still is back together again, and we actually toured Ireland this year. We released an album, different album, and I'm going back again to do a tour again.
So you actually have a career at home and a career in New York?
Well,
bi-coastal musician.
Bi-coastal, yeah.
That's great. Good stuff. So what is it like at the moment? You said, you know, there's no real kind of industry there, you know, traditionally speaking.
Yeah.
So what's the scene like, the singer-songwriter scene in New York?
Well, I feel that I'm very comfortable in the scene here, because since I came here I've been much more, I suppose, in control of my own music, and met some really good musicians, and I play.
My name is Michael Brunnock. This is a song about emigrating here. We're all from overseas, from a little country called Ireland, except for Jenna, she's in Pittsburgh.
I might as well be overseas.
So this is called Man Overboard.
We have an Irish slant to their music. There's two other guys that are Irish, Mark Dignam and Brendan O'Shea, and a girl, Jenna Nichols. She's from Pittsburgh, but her stuff is very Irish. Has a lilt to it.
And you all support each other?
We support each other kind of more in a how do you say, like AA. It's AA for musicians.
Explain that one to me. Okay.
So it's kind of like we have different contacts, so we would kind of help each other, you know, through, say, something. If I come up with a good contact or a gig or something, I call them first to get them on the bill. We share a record studio time. If we've got an album coming out, we tend to promote our own fans to push. The group is called Fair Play Collective, and it's run by a friend of ours, also from Ireland, Colin Ahern, and he sort of coordinates it. And it's sort of, being a musician can be, or a writer, an artist at all, can be a lonely profession. And it helps to aid that, you know, and to give you a support structure.
It sounds like it's important to the support structure, you know.
Yeah.
Especially in New York, it can be a lonely city.
Absolutely, yeah. Sure.
And tell me, what do you think, or how important do you think it was to your music, and defining your music, to have been raised in Ireland?
I feel that it's if I wasn't, it totally defines my music, totally defines who I am as a person. And I think being in New York, I hang on to that identity even more. And I think that in a place like America, where if you go outside New York at all, and you drive into New Jersey, every town looks the same. Every town has a McDonald's, a strip mall, and you know, culture isn't something that comes to mind when you talk about driving to New Jersey. So I think it's very important to hang on to certain things that define your culture and your identity, and celebrate it. It doesn't mean you have to push it on someone else, but the diversity of culture is very important. But,
Did you come from a musical family?
I wouldn't say particularly. I was influenced very much by my granddad, my dad's father, who we used to visit. He was in Tipperary, and we visited every summer around harvest time, and then all the
Big storm going on
there's
there.
a storm, all right. There's around harvest time, and we would sit at the fireplace and sing songs. I have some recordings of that, and it means a lot to me. His name is Michael Brunnock as well, and I'm going to re-record some of his songs. I don't think he wrote them, but they're very old.
I was just reading the comments from Gospel in the Garden today. Last week we had John Duddy, Irish boxing sensation. And the first comment is, what sort of singer is that you have, John Duddy? Well, I reviewed last week's tape, and John Duddy would be classed as one of the best singers that ever came out of Ireland. So stop with these silly comments. Okay, thank you. Next comment. John Duddy is probably one of the nicest fellas that I've ever seen on a camera. Get on again. Last but not least, I would just like to say something about John Duddy. Coming from yourself, I believe John Duddy is the fighting Irish spirit of Ireland.
I think just to acknowledge his influence on me, I'm going to record some of those songs too.
And I know that you have a new album coming out soon.
Yeah.
But tell us about
it. Well, the album I have at the moment is called Live in New York. And it's a recording from 2007, and it's from a record release party of a previous album I had called So I Do.
Okay,
Are you confused?
No, I think I'm with you.
So we did a record release in the living room. It was a great turnout, and it was being recorded for XM radio, the satellite radio. And a great singer who I met in New York, an old blues singer, he joined me on stage that night. His name was Mo Holmes, and he passed away about 6 months later after the show. And I felt, on listening back to some of the XM radio stuff, I knew it was multi-track, so I got my hands on the files, and it sounded good and very atmospheric. And I dedicated the album to him, to Mo. So I have that, and we're going to release it fully in September, but it's available now. You can get it on iTunes, Amazon, and as a hard copy through the website.
The official release is on September 1st.
That's my birthday, thanks very much.
There you go. Just so that I get that little hint in.
Yeah.
So will you play us something off the album?
Yeah, I'll do a song that I wrote while I was here, soon after getting here, called Breastplate. It's called Breastplate after St. Patrick's Prayer.
I'll just mash on
William said to James, I'll meet you on the plains. By the Boyne we'll settle scores. And year after year his ghost still appears, 300 summers or more. A guide on our side, a whistle and a drum, wearing the enemy down. I wish we could walk, I wish we could talk, and March be a month of the year. All our heroes reborn to be murdered in song and painted on the end of our streets. You blame the red hand for taking our sands, but there's a high tide coming, singing rise up, in the name name of Pierce and Connolly, choking the dove, killing for love, to honor their memories. I'm lying bare, how I miss your warmth in my bed. Oh, my rosemary, how I long to be lying in your arms tonight. The night's been so long, I'm faced with the dawn, for a flicker of light to appear. And I hear her sigh, her sweet scented breath, whisper so soft through her tears. Won't you be Patrick's flame, burning on the hill? For we're all just one and the same. When the song that is sung will hurt no one, that's when our day will come. Christ with me, Christ before me, Christ behind me, Christ in me, Christ in the eye that sees me, Christ in the ear that hears me.
If you would like information on how to purchase Michael Brunnock's new CD, Live in New York, email us at irishreport@yahoo.com. Once again, we hope you'll tune in next week for more gossip in the garden. Thank you very much for your support.
Carry me home, carry me home.